So we have spoken a lot about our connection and our understanding of the soul and how I see the universe with all the different energetic frequencies and how we can sort of bring things to us. But let's get more specific on the light language. And to me, light language is like it's the ultimate connection, right? Because to me, light language has now wanting to be seen because our connection is present. Our body is wanting to interpret those energetic frequencies it's receiving from our highest soul selves. So let's talk about the different types of light language. So there is toning, which I only do sometimes. Occasionally I can feel different frequencies come in that make you say different or hum or tune different sounds. So it would be like or something like that. Ignore what my face looked like while making those sounds. But sometimes, even when you're bringing different versions of self, you sometimes need to tone first before you can speak some of the dialects. So sometimes just a tone or a sound will come through first. There's also singing. I can't sing. I'm not even going to attempt that. So your ears can thank me later. But speaking, obviously, I do speaking. I do that. I really use my speaking now a lot instead of having everyday thoughts. Now, that sounds kind of crazy, but you think about all those human 3D thoughts that you have during the day. And I know mine were pretty like, oh my God, you're so crap. Oh my God, you can't do that. Oh my God, why did that person say that? Oh my God, why did this happen? Oh my God, what? And you're like, oh, it's not good. It's those thoughts aren't going to project you into this amazing life that I know you want to lead. So I find that when I do have times when I'm not using my brain for an actual activity, like, of course, if I was recording this or if I was writing something down, I wouldn't. But, like in driving, if I'm not singing or coding or something, I will speak. I will just use my light language and speak, and I will let whatever comes out, comes out. I don't always even need to set an intention for exactly what it is used for, but I do always have that intention that it is always for our highest good, and that, whatever's going to come out is going to come out. Whatever needs to come out will come out. So I do allow that to happen. But I find that because I am speaking, so while I'm speaking like that, guess what? I'm not thinking. I'm not having all those human thoughts. I'm not sitting in that 3D brain of mine, that monkey mind, the ego telling us that you're so bad or you can't do things or knocking us down or whatever. I'm sitting in that high vibe state. I'm speaking my light language, and I've noticed the more and more I do it, the more and more different collectives or tones or sounds want to come through. So it's a really good tool when you start to bring that in, to really let those sounds come out. And the number one rule I need to give you if you are starting to speak light language, don't worry what it sounds like. Don't worry who's coming in, and don't worry what it means. That was actually 3 things. I said 1. So let's change it to 1. No judgments. Let the sounds come out. Let the noise come out. Let the words come out. Just allow it. Don't give it meaning. Don't give it judgment. Just allow it, because even though light language to me is our most natural tool, it's still something we need to practice. It's still something that we need to try and use as much as we can, so that we can get really good at it, because this human can't do things instantly and become an expert. This human needs to do something more than once to, start to really be good at it. There's also your hands. I actually started doing this before I was speaking. My speaking came last. The hands, they were second last. I think first for me was drawing. So there's all different types of drawing. There will be some examples in here somewhere, but I remember when I first started drawing and I'm like, oh, this is scribble. Like, you ain't channeling shit. This is crap. Because that monkey mind's telling me that all this stuff is crap. And that, to me, I think was the hardest part, was trying to get those thoughts for you to really believe what you're writing. So I used to see other people drawing certain things or certain shapes. I'm like, oh, mine's different. Why is that? But now I know it doesn't matter. It's all light language. If your intention is that you want to connect to your own high self and you want to be able to interpret that out through your own human body, it'll come out however it needs to come out. Yes, there may be some, practice first or allowance of you to let that come through, but it's going to come through. Whatever you're doing is 100% correct. So mine was scribble, got a little bit neater scribble. I still don't do the same shapes and writing like other people. Don't compare, don't judge. Number one rules. Yeah, 2 rules. You know what I mean? The other thing that I also do is I call them sigils. So I can literally, I don't have one on me, draw something or bring in something to represent the essence of whatever it is I'm doing or promoting. So at the moment I'm using them. So I started first with my business name, which was Soul Maiden, and that one just came to me. They come in different ways. So for me, that one, it was an image that I saw in my head and I had to draw it. Other ones I can ask to bring in. So for instance, I'm creating a light language course. Okay, I need a sigil. So I asked my higher self to bring a symbol in to represent what this course is, what my intention is for this course, what I want other people to achieve, what I want them to receive. So it's a powerful sigil. That's the only word I know. I just see it, I don't know, it's just like become part of me now. So every time I'm doing it, I need to create this sigil to represent it all. So instead of saying, oh, this is a light language course and I want everyone to tap into their own higher self and understand what light language is and know that it's natural and it's may not make sense to you human, but if you work on the beliefs and the understandings of how it all works and find your own truth and get as much information as you can, take on board what's yours, bring in your own light language and use it for whatever you need so that you can stay on your own axis towards your highest timeline and live the most amazing life. That's what that symbol represents. So writing that big old stupid ass paragraph, I get a sigil, bro. And I know other people create them, they meditate on them. I can't do that. I can look at an image and bring it in and embody the meaning of it. I presume that's what people mean when they say meditate on it. I don't sit in deep meditation for long, long periods of time. So for me, I'm more of show me it, bring it. Okay, yep. We'll bring it in. Let's bring it in. I don't sit in meditation for long periods of time to do that. I like to make things happen. But you can, and I have seen other people who meditate on these symbols. The other way that light language can come in is obviously through artwork, because there's so many amazing pieces of artwork that can be a combination of using sigils, light language, handwriting onto artwork. There's also movement, like I don't know what I'm doing. This it could be, I don't know. That's not light language. That was me just being silly. But you could bring it in through dance, through deep movements, or understanding some things like that. It can come through whatever way. It can come through in a mixture of ways. Like you could bring it in as movement while you're toning. It could be you are moving your hands while you are doing body movements and saying things like, I mean, look at Tai Chi. That's exactly what I'm thinking of as I'm doing this, because that is all about moving energy through, right? So there's so many different ways that it comes through, but they are the most popular and the most common. And you could have one, you could have all of them, you could have a mixture of some. None of it's right, none of it's wrong. It's just going to be whatever it is for you. And because I'm only someone, you know, who hasn't connected with her own light language for like a billion years, I am not going to tell you that this is the be all, the end all, and this is how it is. It is a progressive journey. It is something that can change at any time and could change at any time. And I invite you to be open to that as you progress along your journey. See you in the next video.